Last session, we had a clear discussion about self variable. Almost we did postmortem like anything on the self. Correct, right? Almost we did postmortem like anything on the self variable, right? Can you spell out what are various important points about self? We discussed almost. If you consider that there are multiple points I covered, sir. Anyone remembered all those points? Anyone? What is the self? Self is implicit variable. Self is an implicit variable. Why I am using the word implicit variable? We are not required to provide. We are not required to provide. Who is the responsible to provide? Self. Self is an implicit variable which is always provided by Python virtual machine, which is always provided by Python virtual machine. Okay. Next, self is always pointing to pointing to. Oh, respond. I forgot. Self is always pointing to current object. Regarding self is always pointing to current object. Next, sir, for every constructor, okay, for every constructor and the instance method, so the first argument should be self. Remember this one. For every constructor and instance method, the first argument should be self. Right? It is the for every constructor and instance method, the first argument should be self. Okay. Next, do you know, sir, within the class, self can be used to declare instance variables. Remember this. We are going to discuss anyway in detail what about instance variable. Sir, within the class, self can be used to declare instance variables and to access instance variables. Right? Okay, remember, sir, if you want to declare instance variable, self.name, self.roll number, self.marks, like to declare instance variables and to access instance variables, we are using self, right? Okay, that's all. Like we covered multiple points related to the self, sir. So now I want to perform a small postmortem about constructor. Remember this one already we covered in the yesterday session. Constructor, right? So you know, constructor is a special method inside Python. It's also internally implemented as method only. Special method in Python. Constructor is a special method in Python. Next, the name of the constructor should be underscore init underscore like this. Sir, do you know the name of the constructor is always the same, sir? Sir, whether it is the student class, whether it is the employee class, or whether it is customer class, any class, name of the constructor is always the same. It is not varied from class to class. Remember that. Next, constructor will be executed automatically at the time of object creation. When the constructor will be executed, sir, constructor will be executed automatically at the time of object creation. Remember this one, at the time of object creation, right? Next, so the main purpose of constructor is to declare and initialize instance variables. To declare and initialize instance variables. So that is the main purpose, right? Next, per object, how many times the constructor will be executed? Per object, how many times the constructor will be executed? Only once. Regarding per object, how many times the constructor will be executed? Only once. Next, constructor compulsory can take, sir, arguments. Compulsory, yeah, every constructor can take at least one argument. Do you know? At least one argument. Can I spell out what is that argument, sir? Self. At least one argument. Itself is self. Without the self, you can't declare the constructor. You can't tell that it is the constructor, right? Remember that. Next, is the constructor mandatory for every class or not? Can I spell out? Is the constructor the mandatory? Is it mandatory for every class or not? No. No, if you are not writing, of course, either explicitly or implicitly, it will be there for every class. If you are not writing any constructor, if you are not writing any constructor, then the Python will provide default constructor. Remember this one, sir. Python will provide default constructor, right? Provide default constructor. I hope you can able to understand that. So, are you getting the point, right? So if you are not writing any constructor, Python itself is responsible to provide default constructor. That's all. These are various important points related to the constructor, right? It is a special method in Python. Next and after that, the name is always the same. Next, the constructor will be executed at the time of object creation. Next, the constructor can be used to declare and initialize instance variables. It will be executed only once. At least one argument should be there, so that should be self. Next, Python will provide default constructor. That's all. If you are not writing any constructor, right? Sir, observe, I'm taking class test. Sir. Okay. Here, just a def underscore init underscore like this self I'm taking. Of course, self I'm taking, sir. Sir, now here I'm taking just a print of constructor execution like this I'm taking, sir. Now I'm creating an object t is equal to test. Can you please tell, whenever you are creating an object, automatically constructor will be executed or not? Yes. How many times the constructor will execute, sir? Only once, sir. Only once, sir. Remember that. Now have a look once. Yes, have a look once. Here just py test.py constructor execution. Are you getting? Constructor execution like this perfectly. It's going to be here. It's going to execute, sir. Constructor execution like that. Def underscore init underscore self constructor execution. Sir, if I create three objects, right? If I create three objects, right, then automatically three times constructor by default will be executed, sir. So for every object, constructor will be executed to declare instance variables for that object, to perform initialization for that instance variables, especially for that the constructor will be executed. Right? Now, among all these points, do you have any doubt? So that I will explain, sir. Can you please, everyone in a position to understand what is the constructor? Constructor is a special method in Python. The name is always underscore init underscore. Next, constructor will be executed automatically whenever we are creating an object. The main purpose of constructor is to declare and initialize instance variables. So don't feel print statement we are going to take something like self.x is equal to 10, self.y is equal to 20, something like that. So to declare instance variables and to perform initialization, constructor will be executed, right? Next time after that, so for every object, how many times constructor will execute? Per object only once. So next, constructor compulsory should take at least one argument. That at least is nothing but self should be there. Suppose by mistake self is not there. By mistake I removed self. Now observe that what will happen. Underscore init takes a zero positional argument, but one was given. Zero argument, but one was given. Means, sir, you are providing one argument. Of course, I'm not providing. Python virtual machine is going to provide one argument, but your constructor is not taking any argument. Are you getting? One argument must be mandatory for the constructor. That is at least a self. Clear, right? Please respond. At least a self. I hope it's a very clear. Okay, that's all. Next, one more small point. Of course, not currently it is not that much meaningful, but having the idea, it is highly recommended, sir. Remember this one. Do you know overloaded constructors? Have you remembered overloading? The people who are coming from other languages, you people can able to understand very easily, sir. What is the meaning? What is the meaning of overloading? Anyone, can you please tell what it means? Overloading. Okay, sir. Overloading means different parameters. Regarding different parameters. Actually, in overloading concept, I have to discuss. But let me tell, because some people may have the doubt, sir. May have the doubt like, sir, here how many arguments are there? Can you please tell how many arguments it is going to take? No arg, because even you are providing same self, but I'm not responsible to do. Sir, my Python is going to do that, sir. Here it is the no arg. Remember this one. It is the no arg. Now I'm taking one more constructor, but this time I'm taking x, sir. One more constructor. This time I'm taking x. Sir, it is a one arg constructor. Like, can you please tell this class contain how many constructors? Very important. Anyway, the time came, we are talking about constructors, so that's why let me talk. Can you please tell this class contain how many constructors? Two constructors, correct? Two constructors. If in the first line, for the first object, which constructor will be executed? Can you please confirm? More concentration must be required. The people who are in sleeping, better to wake up and then tell the answer. In the first constructor, first object, which constructor will be executed? Obviously, you are not passing any argument. Then obviously first one is going to be executed, right? Now I'm taking T2 is equal to test 10, sir. Test of 10. One argument we are passing, and a Python virtual machine will provide self argument. That's all, two arguments anyway. So two argument means this one is going to be executed. Correct or not? Any doubt? Sir, for the first object, first constructor, second constructor, two constructors are two methods with the same name. Same name, but different arguments. Two methods with the same name, but different arguments. Sir, immediately this concept is nothing but overloading. Overloaded constructors. We can use the word overloaded constructors. Okay, remember this. This concept is nothing but overloaded constructors. Any doubt? The only remaining is execution. Up to this, any doubt? Please respond. The only remaining part is execution. Any doubt up to this? That's what you people should be aware. If I will execute this one, then the Python virtual machine will give left and right. Remember that. Left and right, it's not going to execute. The problem here is, okay, first let me show error. Yes, observe. Yes, here some error we are getting. We are getting that. Okay, what is the error? Why this error is coming? Now you can able to understand, right? Sir, in Java, constructor overloading, method overloading, all those things are available. But in Python, overloading concept, method overloading, constructor overloading, such a type of terminology not available in the Python. Remember that. So when we say that two methods are overloaded, both are having the same name, but different arguments, argument types, either overloading. But in Python, overloading, constructor overloading, method overloading, such a type of concept is not available. That's why whenever we are defining second one, automatically first one is going to be override. First one is no more. Remember, whenever we are writing second one, immediately Python is always going to consider only the most recent one. First one, no more. Okay. Now I'm creating an object. Sir, for this test class, only one constructor is available, this one only, but it's always expecting x positional argument, right? X argument is always expecting, but you are not providing here. That's why the problem is coming. Remember that. Have a look once. Type error. Init missing one required positional argument x. Init missing one required positional argument x. Boss, sir, it is missing. Sir, x must be required, but you are not providing. X must be required, but you are not providing. That's why the problem is going to come. Suppose if I can provide some 20, can you please tell, is it valid or not? Array, if I provide 20, is it valid or not? Yes, because I'm providing x, sir. It is a perfect valid match only. Now observe that. perfectly. One arc by default is going to execute. Everyone can able to understand, right? So within the Python class, is it possible to declare multiple constructors or not? Within the Python class, is it possible to declare multiple constructors or not? Yes, possible. Yes, possible. But Python virtual machine is always going to consider only last one. Only last one. There is no use of the remaining. Only last one, because method of overloading, constructor overloading concept not applicable. Even you provided multiple constructors, but Python virtual machine is always going to consider only last constructor. Any doubt? Can you please confirm? Everyone in a position to understand this point also. So can I take multiple constructors? Can I take multiple constructors within the Python class or not? Yes, man, you can take any number of constructors, but Python virtual machine is always going to consider only last one. Are you getting? Only last one. Remember that. Okay. If we move ninth line to fourth line, ninth line to fourth line, no, because inside a class, okay, if you inside a class, generally you are taking methods, you are taking constructors, you are taking variables. But here we are performing object creation. In general, Nansimarede, we may not do like that. Are you getting? Usually object creation you have to do inside a method. Object creation you have to do outside of the class. Okay. That's all, friends. Up to this, is it clear for everyone? The last conclusion. But anyway, in the overloading concept, polymorphism concept, I will rediscuss again. But just aware that point, right? Okay, very important terminology, right? Overloading concept, not possible for the constructors. That's why it is always going to consider last one only. Okay, like that. So now I have one small doubt, sir. I have one small doubt. What my doubt is? What is this one? Forget about this object creation, sir. What is this? What is this? This special method is called. Your respond, man. This special method is called. This special method is called constructor. This special method is called constructor. Constructor, right? Now I'm taking def m1, self, def m1 of self. Here I can do the required operations, right? I can do the required operations, something like or otherwise. Assume that he is the student. Assume that he is the student, sir. Self, comma, name, comma, roll number, like this is there. Self, comma, name, comma, roll number, like that. Now my question is, self dot name is equal to name. Next, self dot roll number is equal to roll number. Self dot roll number is equal to roll number, like. Now def m1 instead of m1. Oh, can you please display, man? Display the content of this student object. Can you please tell? I want to display student name, and the student roll number. Student roll number I want to print. Hello, myself. Hello, myself. Okay, like I'm taking. Hello, myself. How I can get his name? Respond. How I can get his name? Please respond, each and every person. Sir, within the class, we can access instance variable by using self keyword, self dot name. Are you getting? Myself. Hello, myself is and my roll number. My roll number is self dot roll number, like this. Are you getting? Self dot roll number, like. Now take a bit very special care. S is equal to student I'm taking of name Durga, name Durga, and roll number is nothing but 100, like this I'm taking, sir. Sir, yet this line, which one will be executed? Yet this line, which one will be executed? Can you please tell? Yeah. Yet this line, which one will be executed? Constructor will be executed because we are creating an object, and that's why constructor execution. Assume that constructor execution, like this, like constructor execution, like. Sir, whenever we are calling yes dot display, In this line, which one is going to execute? Method execution. Correct or not? Print off method execution, like this, right? Now, perfectly, yet this line, constructor will execute. Yet this line, method will execute. Now, do you know, here just have a look once. Sir, first constructor executed because you created object. Method executed because of that I'm getting some output. Hello, myself is Durga. My roll number is 100. Any doubt? Please respond. Any doubt? Any doubt about this one? Okay. Like now, I want one small point. In this program, each and every word is a known word. Is a known word. Every word you should be in a position to talk. Correct, right? Except instance variables, big story we will discuss in detail. Next, don't worry, sir. What is self? What is this a special method? Next, and after that, how to declare a class? Like all the things by default, it's very clear. Not required to give much explanation, right? Are you getting? Yes. Correct, Sheshidhar. It is a special method. Constructor, internally it is a special method. Clear, right? Now I have one small doubt. Inside a constructor, of course, constructor, how many times constructor will be executed? Please respond. How many times constructor will be executed? How many times it will be executed? Only once. Only once per object. Per object. If you are going to create 10 objects, 10 times constructor will be executed, right? Sir, how many times constructor will be executed? Only once. Only once constructor will be executed. How many times? How many times? This display method will be executed? Any number of times. Display method will be executed any number of times. If you want, you can call 10 times. If you want, you can call 10 times. 10 times for the same object. For the same object, start display. Happily, do you know? Happily, it's going to get myself is Durga, my roll number is 100, myself is Durga, like it's going to execute. Sir, if any person is asking what is the difference between constructor and a method, you should be in a position to talk, sir. Sir, constructor, the main purpose is to declare and initialize instance variable, but the method main purpose is to perform some business logic. It is going to perform some business logic code we are going to take. Next, constructor will be executed only once per object, but method can be called any number of times, no problem at all. Next, inside a method, sir, we can write which type of logic, you know, right? Next, sir, method name can be anything, sir, but constructor name should be underscore init underscore. Like that, sir, maybe a chance to ask what is the difference between method and a constructor. Okay, like let me summarize these differences so that you people can aware much. Here, just observe the method and the constructor. Just observe it very carefully, sir. Sir, I'm taking method, and this one is constructor. Like this, I'm taking, sir. Method, constructor. Sir, can you please tell what is the just observe name of the method? The name can be anything. The name can be anything, sir. Anything, sir. So you can take a display, you can take a info, you can take a print, like this, right? But constructor name should be underscore init underscore only. You can't take any other name. If you are taking any other, it will be treated as a method but not constructor. Next, sir, how many method will be executed if you call? Sir, method will be executed. Method will be executed if we call. Sir, I'm not calling. Sorry, method is not going to be executed, sir. I'm not calling. Then the method won't be executed, right? Remember that. Sir, method constructor will be executed automatically. If we are creating object. Are you getting? We are not required to call. Sir. It will be executed automatically. Next, method per object. Method will be called how many times, right? Per object, method can be called. Any number of times. Any number of times. Okay, any number of times you can call, sir. No problem at all. Any number of times, sir. But constructor will be executed per object only once. Only once. Next, in general, inside a method, business logic we are going to write. Sir, whatever code you require, sir, sometimes we know, sir, my requirement is, sometimes my requirement is, array just print information. Sometimes calculate all marks, summary marks I want to provide. So whatever business logic you require, that business logic we have to define inside a constructor. Remember this one, sir. That's why, sir, this one is inside a constructor. What thing by default will be there? What thing by default will be there? Okay, sir, inside a method business logic, but inside constructor just to declare, inside constructor just to declare and and initialize instance variables. Okay, like, sir, business logic I want to write inside a constructor, you can, but it's not a good programming practice. Any doubt? Please confirm. Any doubt about this one? Are you able to understand, right? What is the difference between method and constructor? Maybe a chance to ask in the interview room. Array, you are going to write several methods and a constructor is there. What is the difference between method and constructor? We should have clear clarity about this one, sir. Shashidhar, that thing we are going to discuss. First, observe method and a constructor. That's all. Next, the next topic. If you feel comfortable, then I will just round it with yes, constructor part and self variable, right? That's all. The complete story of self and constructor. This is the story, sir. Almost all the loopholes we completed, right? Now the next cinema, what we have to take, sir, special care for next 5 minutes. Special care must be required in Python class. If I'm writing Python class, inside Python class, 3 types of variables are allowed. How many types of variables are allowed, right? 3 types of variables are allowed. Sir, which variables? First, basic idea you should get, and then we will perform post-mortem like anything on these variables, right? Remember, first variable is instance variables. Instance variable. Second variables are static variables, static variables. Third variables are local variables. Are you getting? What the first one? Instance variable. What the second one? Static variable. What is the third one? Local variables, right? So for any inside any Python class, the only allowed variables are only 3 things. What is the first one? Instance variable. Second one, static variable. Third one, local variable. Just remember these words. Sir, inside Python class, 3 types of methods are allowed. 3 types of methods are allowed. Sir, which methods? 3 types of variables are allowed. 3 types of methods are allowed. Which methods are allowed? Which methods are allowed? Sir, first one, instance methods. First one, instance methods. Instance methods, first one. Second one, sir, okay, class methods. Second one, class methods. Third one, sir, static methods. Don't get confused. Variables are different and the methods are different. What is the first one? Instance variable, static variable, local variable. Instance method, class method, static methods, right? But you should aware basic idea about these things, right? So that you people can feel more comfortable. Even if I'm going to discuss a bit internal things also, you will get. First, you should aware basic one line understandable answer about all these 6 characters. Remember that, sir. Sir, what is the first one? Instance variable, static variable, local variable. 3 types of variables are allowed. 3 types of methods are allowed. Any doubt? Respond, man. Any doubt? Are you in the position to understand, right? Okay. Sir, now here what is instance variable? Sir, next 5 to 10 minutes, my intention is to create some basic idea about this, and the next 2 or 3 classes performing post-mortem about these 6 characters, right? Remember, next 10 minutes create the basic idea about these members. Next 2 to 3 sessions, perform postmortem on these 6 characters. Okay, that's why next 10 minutes trailer is very, very important for you. Make sure, sir. Okay. So now here just observe best example. Best example I'm taking. Forget about all this nonsense. Here I'm taking, sir. Here I'm taking. Sir, do you know student I'm taking? For every student, separate roll number must be there, separate name must be there. Correct or not? For every student, separate roll number must be there, separate name must be there. Because within the class, name and roll number are varied from student to student. So if the value of a variable varied from object to object, suppose I have, sir, assume 600 students are there. Then automatically, how many names are there? 600 names are there. 600 roll numbers are there. Remember this one. 600 names are there. 600 roll numbers are there. First student name, Durga, roll number 100. Second student name, Ravi, roll number 101. Third student name, Pavan, roll number 103. Have you observed, right? Student to student, the name and the roll number values are varied. If the value of a variable varied from object to object, such type of variables are called object level variables, which is also known as instance variables. Instance variables also known as object level variables, right? Object level variables. Any doubt? Any doubt about instance variables? Instance means objects, sir. Object related variable. For every object, a separate copy of instance variables will be created. If you are going to create some 3 objects, yes, one is equal to student. Student name is Durga, roll number 100 I'm taking, sir. Then I want to create one more object, S2. Name is Shiva. Next roll number 101. Sir, S3. Name is Pavan. And the roll number is 102. Something like that. Have you observed, right? How many students are there? How many student objects are there? Please respond each and every person. Because injecting these concepts in your mind is not that much easy. You have to respond. How many objects are there? 3 objects are there. 3 objects are there, sir. How many names are there? How many names are there? 3 names are available. How many roll numbers are there? 3 names are available. So the clear indication that the values of name and roll number varied from object to object. Such type of variables are called instance variables. Any doubt? What is the meaning of instance variable? Everyone got the basic idea? Yes, ma'am. Everyone got the basic idea? Shivataja, we will discuss. First, get the point. Clear, right? What is the instance variable? Just a basic idea. Now, here one small thing. Where you are declaring instance variables. So, name and roll number, here there, here also there, and here also there. Which are instance variables? Which are normal variables? Here, see this one. The variables which are declared by using self. The variables which are declared by using self. These variables are instance variables. Remember, but here, whatever you are taking, these are normal variables, man. These are not instance variable. Need not be X. Need not be name. You can take X and Y. You can take X and Y. Here you can take X. Here you can take Y. These are temporary variables only. But instance variable means the standard like this: name and the roll number. By using self, whatever variables we declare itself is nothing but instance variables. Clear, right? Shivataja, your doubt I hope got clarified. Sir, what is the instance variables where we have to declare inside the constructor by using self? But anyway, there are multiple other options also there. We will discuss all those. I told, right, 3 classes we are going to perform postmortem about these concepts. But better to get some basic idea. Sir, can you please tell about instance variable. Can you please tell at least three points about instance variables? I want to listen from you people. At least three conclusions about instance variables. Whatever I covered, sir. At least three conclusions about instance variables. Can you please? If the value of a variable varied from object to object, that variables are called instance variables. For every object, a separate copy of instance variable will be created. Instance variables should be declared inside constructor by using self. By using self, we have to declare instance variables. All the 3 points are very clear. Not required to keep much explanation about this. Any doubt? Any doubt? Okay. Now listen carefully. If I can take, so 3 students are there. 3 different names, different roll numbers are there. But at the end, all these students are related to same college. Regarding all these students are related to same college. So college name is varied from student to student. Is it varied from student to student? Is it fixed for all the students? What is the answer you can tell? Within the same college. Within the same college. Same college. Fixed. College name is always fixed. It is not varied from student to student. If the value of a variable is not varied from student to student, why I have to declare as instance variable? Man, if it is varied, just like name and roll number, I have to maintain separate copy. But it's not separate. It is for all the students. It is fixed. For all the students, it is fixed. That's why it is a fixed. That's why. Okay. So this variable we have to declare as static variable. At class level we can declare so that only one copy will be created. That copy will be shared by all objects. Remember this one, sir. That copy will be shared by all objects. All objects like this, right? How you can able to do that, sir? Here college name is equal to Durga software. Like this I'm taking, sir. College name is equal to Durga software. Then how many copies of college name will be created? Can you please tell? How many copies of college name will be created? Only one copy. Only one copy. What is the need of one table? Such type of class level variables are called static variables. Regarding that, static variables also known as class level variables. Static variables also known as class level variables. Remember that. So the most valuable important points are: what is the difference between instance variable and static variable? Instance variables, object related variable; static variable, class level variable. Instance variable, for every object separate copy will be created, but static variable, for all objects only one copy will be created at class level, shared by every object of that class. Clear, right? Shivateja, this copy will be shared for every object. If you want, you can ask s1.college name. If you want, you can ask s2.college name, s3.college name. All the people are going to respond in the same way, Durga soft like this. Are you getting? If you want to observe that, print s1.college name. I'm asking, hey, what's your college name? I'm asking, what about your college name? Like this, right? You can ask. Sir, if you can ask the same for S2, S3, answer is always same. If you print the address of this copy, address of s1.college name, s2.college name, s2.3.college name, all these things, sir, address is the same because only one copy will be created. That's why, clear, right? Next up, Basoras. If it is the Java, we have to declare with the static modifier. Regarding if it is the Java, we have to declare with a static modifier, but here it is no such type of thing. Whatever the variable declared within the class directly, but outside of any method and constructor, this variable is by default considered as static variable. Where we are declaring this variable, can you please observe the position? Where I am declaring this variable within the class directly, but outside of any method or constructor, the position itself is going to indicate that it is the class level variable. Getting right? But where we are declaring instance variables, can you please tell? Am I declaring within the class directly or inside constructor? Baswaras, inside constructor. Have you observed, right? That's why. So here, if you are declaring any variable by using self instance variable, if you are declaring any variable within the class directly, that variable is nothing but static variable, class level variable. Any doubt? Are you in a position to understand, right? The most dangerous points you people should aware clearly, right? Okay, that's all. So now everyone having some idea about the instance variable, static variable. If you feel comfortable, then I will go for local variable. Sir, I'm not talking internal things, just a trailer. This is third one, local variables, right? Local variables are nothing. Can you please guide? Can you please guide what is the local variable? The variable which are declared inside a method, or inside a constructor. No self keyword, no self keyword. We are not declaring this variable inside a class, inside a method, or inside a constructor. Normal, sir. Sir, some count is equal to 0, something like I'm taking. Some count is equal to 0, something like that. So the variables which are declared inside a method for temporary requirement purpose, such type of variables are called local variables. Local variables should be accessed within that particular method only. Outside of the method, these things are not available. So local variable, self keyword, class name, such type of terminologies are not applicable. Just declare a variable, use that variable inside your method. Once that method completed, local variable automatically will be gone. Such type of variables are called local variables. I can use the word local variables are method variables. Local variables are method variables, right? Remember. So now in this example, in this constructor, this x and y are local variables only. Remember that this is self dot the name, self dot roll number are instance variables. These are just a temporary variable to hold the input provided values. Correct, Shivteja? Any doubt? Now three words we covered: instance variable, static variable, and a local variable. Instance variable, object related variables. Static variable, class related variables. Next, local variables, method related variable. Instance variable, we should declare by using self inside a constructor. Static variable, we should declare within the class directly. Directly. Next, and after that, sir, we should declare local variable directly inside a method or constructor. Next, global keyword, such type of terminology applicable for functional programming, but this one is object oriented programming. Nishan, getting right? Yeah. Forget about, don't think about the remaining things. First, get the basic idea. It is the trailer only. Sushil, we will discuss all those things in detail. First, get the basic idea. How many types of variables are there? 3 sessions we are going to spend post-mortem on all these things. All the loopholes by default will be discussed. So don't think too much at this stage. It is the trailer only. 3 minutes a trailer. 3 hours of cinema is waiting there. There we will discuss all the things. Okay. Sir, types of variables. Everyone got the basic idea? Please respond. If you feel comfortable, then I will go for types of methods. These are 6 characters compulsory you require to aware. Okay, just basic idea. But only instance variable, one class, static variable, one class, like that we may spend. That's why you should aware. Next, 3 types of methods are allowed. Very dangerous points. Please make sure, sir. For every object, here I'm taking S1. S1. Sir, do you know Durga and 100? These are instance variables. Instance variable. Inside a method, am I accessing instance variables or not? Can you please observe? Am I accessing instance variables or not? Self dot name, self dot roll number. Instance variables I'm accessing. Sir, inside a method, if you are accessing instance variables, then obviously it is always related to a particular object. It is always related to a particular object, because it always talks about name and roll number. Hey, which is student name, which is student roll number, like it always talks about a particular object. Such a type of methods are called object related methods or instance methods. Are you getting that? Instance methods are object related methods. Any doubt? Any doubt about this one? Sir, instance method, object related method. In that method, I'm accessing instance variable. Compulsory for this method, first argument should be self. Sir, if you are not having self, then now you can refer current object. To refer current object, then only you can able to access instance variables, right? That's why self must be required. Self must be required. Remember that. Clear? Please respond. Are you able to understand, right? That's all. This is the first thing what you should aware. Instance variables. Instance variables. Instance methods means the methods where we are using instance variables, right? Okay, object related methods. Suppose I want to declare a method. Sir, listen carefully. I want to declare a method where I don't want to talk about a particular object. Sir, I want class level information. I want class level information. Can you please provide class name? Class name. Can you please provide college name? College name. Get college name. Like this I'm taking. Assume that get college name. Get college name. I want to get college name. Can you please have a look? Is the college name is class level data or object level data? Can you please tell? Is it class level data or object level data? Object level data or class level data. Okay. For every class, Python virtual machine is going to create one class object. Remember this one. The people who are coming from Java background, normal student object is the different student class level object. For every class to hold class level information, one class object will be created. So the reference variable for that class object will be maintained by Python virtual machine. It is always going to provide CLS. Observe that it's a very common. It can be any word, no problem at all. CLS. Self means current object. CLS means current class level object. Okay, CLS, self class related data. If you want to access, CLS variable is there. Okay, now print of here. That is what the meaning of CLS? What the meaning of CLS, right? Just I'm using the word class. CLS means just I'm using class like this, right? Remember that CLS means just I'm using the word class. That is the meaning. Clear? CLS means just the class, right? Okay, any variable, it is the easy. Any variable name you can use. Next, how you can declare it is the class level method. Compulsory we should use decorator. We should use. Regarding what is the decorator, sir? @class method. Class method. Sir, if you are using this one, boss, it is the class method. Now print of college name is. Do you know, CLS dot CName. Okay, that's all. CLS dot CName. Now self is a predefined or can I change it? What the answer you can tell? Self is a predefined. Is it a predefined or can I change? Can I change its name? Hey, self word, is it predefined or can I change any word? Is it possible to change or not? Yes, instead of self you can use delf also. Instead of self you can use x also. Same way, here CLS also not predefined. If you want, you can use any x, then automatically x dot name. But only thing, how you can conclude it is the class method, just we have to use like this. So then if you are using this decorator, automatically it will be treated as decorator class level method. For class level method, compulsory this decorator is mandatory. Remember that. If you are not taking this, then it will be treated as some other. That part I will discuss. Any doubt? Everyone in a position to understand, right? What is the class method? Sir, I'm trying to access. I'm trying to access. Okay? I'm trying to access class level variable, like compulsory here CLS must be required. If you don't want to CLS, directly CNAME, no, it is not going to respond. Remember, CLS must be required. Must be required. Okay? If you want, just observe that I'm trying to print student dot get college name. Student dot get college name. I'm asking because class method you can generally access by using student class name. Class name. Now observe that. Now have a look once. College name Durga Software. College name Durga Software. Like this, it's providing, sir. It's providing college name as the Durga Software, like that. So suppose if I'm not taking this one, observe that, or otherwise I'm taking this, but if I'm not taking this CLS, observe carefully, sir. What is the thing? Sir, name, CNAME is not defined because it is treated as a local variable. Where is that local variable? It is treated as the local variable. Where is that? That's why CLS must be required. So second method is clear. First method, instance method. Instance method means instance. First method, instance method. Instance method means instance method means, sir, I'm using object related data. I'm using object related data. That is called self.name, self.roll number instance. I'm not using any object related data. I'm using only class level data. Then that method is by default considered as class level method. Class level functionality. That is called a class method. So how you can declare explicitly it's a class method, sir? By using @class method. It is always taking one argument. That argument is always pointing to class object. By using this class object, happily you can access class level data. Any doubt? Any doubt? Okay. Now I have one more method is there, sir. What is my next method is, sir, I don't want to use class level data. I don't want to use class level data. I don't want to use object level data. Just def find the average. Find the average. Like this I'm taking, sir. Find average x comma y. X comma y. Print average. Print average is x plus y. X plus y by 2, sir. X plus y by 2 I'm taking. Can you please observe? This person no way related to object, no way related to class, because I'm not accessing any class level data. I'm not accessing any object level data. Just a utility method. Okay, like these are type of methods are by default considered as static methods. Remember this. These type of methods are called static methods. Just utility methods. I never want to talk about class level. I never want to talk about object level data. Just a general. Okay, how you can declare such a type of methods with the static method like this. Next, how you can access this one? Either by using class name or by using object reference, no problem, because this method is available for every person. S1 dot find average. S1 dot find average of 10, 20. Next, here see this one. Perfectly, it's going to work. Average of 10, 20, like this, right? Sir, you can access by using class name also, no problem at all. By using class name also, acceptable, like this. Sir, what is this decorator? What is this decorator? Can you please read? Can you please type that? What is this decorator? Static method. Static method. No self keyword, no CLS keyword for static. No CLS keyword for static. Remember, sir, static. Sir, can I remove this one? Yes, no problem at all. Happily you can remove. Happily you can remove this. 1 minute. If you are going to remove, then it will become static. What the error is telling? Find average takes two positional arguments, but three were given. Find, but three were given. Three were given means it is treated as instance method. It is treated as instance method. Instance method. Okay, sir. At the rate static. At the rate static. Yes, definitely, sir. That's all. Total. How many types of methods are there? Three types of method. What the first one? Class method. What the second one? I mean instance method, class method, static method. Any doubt? Any doubt about this one? I have one small doubt, sir. I am removing this one. I removed this one. Static I removed. I removed this one also. Perfect is working because if you are not using at the rate static method declaration, I mean annotation or decorator, you should call by using class name. Remember that you should call by using class name. Class name. If you are calling class name, the method, then automatically it is treated as static only. We are not required to use. Because in instance methods we should not call by using class name. In instance methods we should call by using object reference only. Baswaras, where you are getting confusion, please. Static method. Baswaras. Sir, only three types of methods are there. One is instance method, static method, instance method, static method, class level method. Very simple, sir. That's why I told. Very simple, sir. Just aware as of now. I don't want to talk in detail all these nonsense. Just aware, sir. Aware. I'm taking aware that. Just I'm taking here. Just observe that. That's all. Just aware. That's all. Sir, just the class level method. We are accessing. Forget about this annotations, decorator, and so on. Forget about that. We will discuss in detail there. Just as of now, aware, three types of variables are there, three types of methods are there. Class level variables, I mean instance variable, object level, static variable, class level, local variables, method variables. Clear? Next, the three types of methods are there. Instance methods, object related, class methods, class related, static methods, general utility methods. General utility methods. It never going to use any what we call it never going to use any instance variables, any static variable. General utility methods. You are providing some data, you are providing some argument, then automatically it's going to print that like this. Any doubt? Aswaras, up to this any doubt? But whether we are using at the rate decorator, if you are not using, what will happen? That thing we are going to discuss while discussing in detail. Just it is a trailer to understand basic terminology. What about remaining people? No response I'm seeing. So inside the Python class, how many types of variables are allowed? Inside Python class, how many types of variables are allowed? Three types. What is the first one? Instance variable, static variable, local variable. Inside Python class, how many types of methods are allowed? Instance method, static method, class method. Instance method, static method, class method, like this, right? Next, if you are using how to declare class method explicitly, at the rate class method decorator. How to declare instance method explicitly, we are not required to have anything. By default considered as instance only. How to declare static method explicitly, at the rate static method decorator. This is called decorators. In Java we are using the word annotations, but here a decorator concept. Any doubt? That's all. Sir, how to call, what are various places to declare, all those things we are going to discuss in detail. Don't keep any doubt at all. Don't keep any doubt at all. Okay, like sir, just only the terminology, but internally 3 sessions we are going to use to perform postmortem on all these words. First, aware, get the basic idea. What is instance variable, static variable, class, I mean local variable. What is the instance method, static method, class method, right? That's all. Clear, right? Okay.